1, 2, 3, ow!
Another St. Patrick's Day in Shenzhen. Am I gonna go to my friend's house and drink a shitload of booze and eat a Reuben sandwich like I've done for the past, 5, 6 years? No. Why? That's right. Gold star for you. Still fucking locked down. So, instead of celebrating the high holiday like usual, on a lark, I decided to make us an Irish stew. I had most of the ingredients, but as I was perusing the supermarket delivery apps for some Guinness and a couple of vegetables, I began to notice that every supermarket around me was either closed, had reached their delivery capacity for the day, or just flat out didn't have the shit I needed. Well, there goes that idea, I thought. But wait, I had another thought. What's more Irish than not having half the shit you need, but saying fuck it and trying anyway? Looking at my pantry, I figured, yeah, we can make this work, I think. Anyways, here's a real bare bones Irish stew. The first thing to do is to peel our carrots and potatoes. But that was a joke. Relax. I'm not gonna do an Irish accent every time I talk about food. That would be super fucking annoying. Right, Italian Americans? Right? So, yeah, let's cut up all these vegetables into chunks. All I've got for this stew is carrots, onions, garlic, and, of course, potatoes. This is an Irish stew, right? Next, we'll salt our meats. I'd like to tell you which cut of beef this is, but what do I look like? Someone who knows anything? It's beef, I think. Alright? Pour some oil in a pot and heat it up. Put your meats in carefully. I don't need your oil burns on my conscience. The goal here is to brown them. I did not achieve this goal because I lack patience. I did gray them though, and I feel like that's getting halfway there. Once that's done, pull the meat out and throw them on a cutting board and cut them into chunks. Now, I didn't film this part, which was probably a bad call, but you're gonna throw the meat chunks into a bowl and toss them with a bunch of flour. That way your stew gets thicker. Alright, back to the pot where you're going to toss in your onion and garlic, mix it, and then let it cook for a while. But, as you probably guessed, I'm extremely impatient, so add in your carrots way too early and mix them around while you're at it. Next come the meats, coated in flour and a little pepper. You guessed it, mix them and cook them for a while. Then pour in the beer that I assume you're also drinking. It should be Guinness, but instead I've got black beer of questionable German origins. It'll have to be good enough so I don't want to hear that this isn't real authentic Irish stew, just like your great-great-great-grandma Nellie's pet goat Finn McCool used to make when they were fresh off steerage from County Cavan, alright? Okay, good. Next you should add your beef or chicken stock till you've covered the stuff in the pot. I don't have chicken stock though, so I've got this weird gelatinous chicken mushroom soup pod. So, once again, it'll have to be good enough. Next, dump in whatever herbs you've got to try to cover up the off taste of underground beef and chicken pods. Realize you forgot the potatoes and put those in too. Cover it part way and then let that fucker go for a couple of hours. After it's cooked, open it up and check for any radiation or weird growths. Now, I've got to say, I had very low expectations for this beef stew, and you know what? I just about reached all of them. It tastes like, I don't know, slightly below average. I don't eat much stew though, so whatever.